Welcome to Digital Sovereignty 101. Automation logic represents the computational framework that enables organizations to digitize, standardize, and execute complex business processes while maintaining complete control over process design, execution, and modification. Unlike outsourcing critical workflows to external service providers, automation logic, embedded within sovereign enterprise systems, ensures that organizations retain absolute authority over how their business operates, evolves, and adapts to changing conditions. The foundational principle of automation logic is that rule-based business processes can be translated into machine-executable instructions that operate consistently, transparently, and under organizational control. When organizations digitize business logic, purchase approvals, invoice processing, customer onboarding, supply chain coordination, they create auditable decision trails, enforce compliance rules automatically, and eliminate manual bottlenecks that create organizational dependencies on specific individuals or external providers. Workflow automation sovereignty enables enterprises to digitize repetitive, rule-based tasks while maintaining full control over process design and execution. Modern enterprise systems embed sophisticated automation logic that powers entire operational ecosystems, from customer relationship management through enterprise resource planning to supply chain coordination. This embedded automation creates what organizations describe as autonomous automation logic and workflow automation, where business processes execute reliably, consistently, and under institutional governance without external dependencies. The transformation occurs when organizations move beyond simple task automation toward comprehensive process orchestration that connects multiple enterprise systems, enforces business rules, and adapts dynamically to operational conditions. Apache Airflow, Camunda, and similar platforms enable organizations to define workflows as code, translatable, version-controlled, and auditable business logic that persists in organizational repositories rather than existing as black boxes within external services. The sovereignty advantage of automation logic becomes particularly evident in complex, multi-step processes where external dependencies previously created bottlenecks. Procurement automation, for example, transforms lengthy manual approval cycles into automated workflows that verify budgets, route approvals to appropriate stakeholders based on business rules, monitor status in real time, and generate audit trails automatically. Organizations report that workflow automation can reduce process time by up to 95%, while simultaneously eliminating external dependencies that previously required outsourcing to specialized providers. This operational transformation delivers multiple sovereignty benefits simultaneously. Organizations retain complete visibility into how processes execute, maintaining transparency over decision-making logic. Processes remain under institutional control, enabling instantaneous modification when business requirements change. Compliance rules embedded within automation logic ensure consistent adherence to regulatory requirements without external auditing dependencies. Perhaps most importantly, organizations develop internal expertise and capability around their automation logic, creating institutional knowledge that enables continuous evolution without external vendor guidance. Sovereign workflow automation reduces organizational dependencies on external service providers while simultaneously improving operational efficiency, creating a virtuous cycle where autonomy and performance reinforce each other. Organizations implementing comprehensive workflow automation strategies report 50-70% operational cost savings combined with unprecedented control over process execution. The dependency reduction mechanism operates across multiple dimensions simultaneously. First, organizations eliminate reliance on external BPO, business process outsourcing providers who previously managed routine business processes. Rather than outsourcing invoice processing, vendor management, or customer onboarding to external specialists, organizations automate these processes internally where they remain under institutional control. Second, organizations reduce dependencies on specialized IT consultants required to manage complex process integrations, replacing external expertise with internally governed automation logic. Third, by embedding business logic within sovereign enterprise systems, organizations eliminate the need for external SaaS platforms that bundle process management with vendor lock-in mechanisms. Open-source workflow automation platforms amplify these sovereignty benefits by providing transparency, customization capabilities, and deployment flexibility that proprietary platforms cannot match. Organizations can audit automation logic by examining source code, ensuring that process execution aligns with organizational values and compliance requirements. The ability to self-host open-source automation platforms means organizations maintain control over infrastructure, data residency, and operational governance. Customization capabilities enable organizations to adapt automation logic to specific business requirements rather than conforming business processes to platform limitations. The operational efficiency improvements follow predictable patterns across industry implementations. Purchase requisition automation eliminates manual review delays by automatically validating budgets, routing approvals to predetermined stakeholders, and tracking status in real time, reducing cycle time from days to hours. Invoice processing automation accelerates payment cycles while preventing duplicate payments through automated validation and exception handling. Vendor onboarding automation streamlines documentation collection, compliance verification, and system provisioning, reducing onboarding time from weeks to days while improving accuracy and compliance. Customer onboarding processes automated through sovereign workflows reduce implementation time significantly while ensuring consistent quality. The financial impact of sovereign workflow automation becomes substantial when implemented comprehensively across organizations. Enterprises with integrated sovereign automation platforms report 4 times greater likelihood of achieving transformational returns on their investments. Cost reductions emerge from eliminated manual process steps, accelerated cycles, reducing working capital requirements, and reduced vendor dependencies, eliminating margin premiums that external providers charge. Quality improvements follow from eliminated manual errors, consistent enforcement of business rules, and reduced exception handling. Compliance improvements occur automatically when regulatory requirements are embedded within automation logic, rather than relying on periodic manual audits. The sophisticated implementation of sovereign workflows requires orchestration services that connect automation logic with core enterprise systems, ERP, CRM, SCM, while maintaining security, auditability, and governance. This orchestration layer represents the critical bridge between strategic automation logic and operational enterprise systems. Modern workflow automation platforms enable orchestration services that trigger, monitor, and recover agent actions inside core enterprise systems while maintaining institutional control. Rather than allowing external systems to manipulate critical business data or process logic, orchestration services enforce strict API-based communication where enterprise systems retain authority over what external processes can access and modify. Rule sets and decision models that govern agent privileges remain on-premises within organizational systems, enabling instantaneous revocation or modification if external systems become compromised or require adjustment. The orchestration architecture typically implements least privilege security principles where agents can access only specific data fields and execute only predefined actions. Audit logs automatically record all agent actions, what was accessed, what was modified, when actions occurred, and who authorized modifications. This comprehensive auditability enables organizations to verify that automation logic operates exactly as designed, while providing forensic capabilities if malicious behavior is detected. Containerized deployment of workflow orchestration services enables organizations to implement hybrid architectures where critical operations remain on-premises, while non-sensitive workloads can potentially leverage cloud services. This hybrid approach enables organizations to achieve sovereignty over critical processes while maintaining flexibility to leverage external capabilities for less sensitive operations. The integration of low-code workflow automation platforms with citizen developer capabilities creates democratic automation ecosystems where business stakeholders can design and modify workflows without requiring specialized programming expertise. This democratization transforms automation from a specialized IT capability into a distributed organizational capability. Business technologists and citizen developers can compose automated workflows directly within sovereign, open-source low-code platforms without exposing sensitive data to external SaaS providers. These empowered stakeholders can design workflows that address specific departmental needs, test modifications quickly, and deploy improvements without lengthy IT cycles. The governance frameworks ensure that citizen-designed workflows undergo appropriate review and comply with organizational policies before enterprise-wide deployment. This democratic approach to automation accelerates organizational responsiveness while preserving control. Rather than waiting months in IT development backlogs for process improvements, business departments can design solutions aligned with their specific needs while maintaining compliance with organizational standards. The result is automation that precisely addresses business requirements rather than generic templates that compromise on specific functionality. Organizations implementing comprehensive sovereign workflow automation report measurable improvements across operational, compliance, and strategic dimensions. These outcomes demonstrate that digital sovereignty through workflow automation represents not merely a governance objective, but a source of competitive advantage. Regulatory assurance emerges immediately as organizations implement sovereign automation, providing proof of compliance with GDPR, sectoral regulations, and national frameworks through audit trails, rule enforcement, and transparent decision-making that can be verified and documented. Operational resilience follows from hybrid deployments, where critical automations continue functioning even if external cloud services experience disruptions, as workflow execution logic remains under organizational control. Faster innovation cycles emerge from low-code automation platforms that enable rapid prototyping, testing, and deployment of process improvements. Perhaps most significantly, strategic autonomy follows from comprehensive workflow automation, enabling organizations to pivot, modify, or revoke automated processes without requiring third-party approval, aligning process execution with local values and organizational risk appetite. This autonomy transforms organizations from dependent consumers of external process management services into sovereign operators of their own digital destiny. The convergence of open-source automation platforms, democratized low-code tooling, and comprehensive orchestration services creates genuine digital sovereignty through workflow automation. By combining technical infrastructure controlled by organizations, automation logic designed by business stakeholders, and continuous governance oversight, organizations achieve unprecedented control over business processes while delivering measurable operational improvements that justify the sovereignty investment.